You know when you go to the Pentagon?
Yeah, the Pentagon. Yeah, the Pentagon.
Did I sound particularly Australian then?
You particularly organic.
When you get out of the Pentagon. Hello, it's Wilko Courts. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode. Hopefully you got through the last one, which was a big, thick, long one. Thick with two C's. You are so lucky. It was all about Kim Kardashian, but really there's other gems in there. So if you haven't seen it, make sure you go and watch it, like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want more stuff on the reg. And sorry, there's less episodes this week. It's because I had been sick with the man flu. While I was sick this week, I did something, Courts, that I normally don't do, which is I did a bit of doom scrolling. Hey, on the phone.
Fun. You're very good at trying not to doom scroll, but I understand that when you're in a pit of snot, a man flu akin to pushing out a baby is going to have you scrolling.
Actually, do I have a snot on my phone? I didn't look before we started recording and I just blew my nose. Am I all
I
good?
think you're fine. I mean, I can't see, but
okay, great. All right.
When I watch it on my TV later, I'll be able to let you know.
Yeah, sometimes I look at the little monitor here and I'm like, I'm fine. And then I'm like, wow, my hair really does look unhinged. So as I was scrolling, my algorithm shows me a lot of political stuff from the entire world because I find the division in the world to be insanity. I find it so crazy now that we can't meet people halfway and go, okay, I can see your point of view. This is my point of view. Yeah. Let's talk about it and try and meet somewhere in the middle. I cannot believe that we're in a world now that just doesn't happen anymore. But with my algorithm, it feeds me particularly a lot from the US because, yes, I stop and I watch every unhinged thing that happens with the Republicans that are currently in power. And I saw this and I thought, oh, God, my mate Courts is going to love this. Because you're all about the military. And now you do know a little bit about the world of the military for the Australian version.
Yes, the Australian version, I did support my husband while he was an infantryman back in the day.
Yeah, and what did you call yourselves? Were you like army wives? Is that what you called yourselves?
Yeah, that's what people would say, like army wives.
Yeah.
I think some people even use the term wag, like army wag.
Right, okay.
Like they do with sports stars.
Yeah.
But like I wasn't even a wife, I was just a girlfriend.
And a fun one at that. You know what I mean?
Oh, mate.
God, he had so much fun. He had so much fun. No, you were both young and you were both terrible. You know what I mean? Like you loved each other and you were both terrible. You know what I mean? That's what you just do.
Yeah.
I just think
that's what you do when you're young.
But here's what's amazing about your relationship with your husband. You guys are together still and have 2 kids and a mortgage. And like most people who like went through that really young age together and like went through all those hormones and change and the brain growth, they would not be together anymore. Absolutely not. Especially while living in Darwin. It's so hot up there. Like that'll send anyone crazy.
It's the final frontier town up there. It's crazy.
Speaking of the final frontier, there is a guy called Pete Hegseth. Oh, it's hard for me to say.
Oh, that's a Hegseth.
Yeah,
like
for some
Seth
reason.
is in a hedge.
Yeah. Hegseth. And he is the Secretary of Defense, or maybe not called the Secretary of Defense anymore because they're changing the name of something. Oh, they're not changing. The name has been changed of something. So, you know when you go to the Pentagon.
Yeah, the Pentagon. Yeah, the Pentagon.
Did I sound particularly Australian then?
You particularly organic.
I was like, okay, very organic nature. When you get out of the Pentagon, obviously that is where a lot of the military intelligence would happen. Guys, I'm still got the man flu. Let me go. And a lot of people would call that the Department of Defense.
Yes.
Not so much anymore.
So the previous sign Department of Defense, and what I'm told, has been here, was here for 76 years. And that's a long time. 76 years is a long time. But when you think of the length of our republic, 250 years, the original name of this department was the Department of War. George Washington saw it as the Department of War, all the way until World War II. And so when this building was built after World War II and the sign went up, it's the Department of Defense. It's the sign that I walked past on my first day, that foreign leaders walk past. It's the first thing you see. And we wanted to replace this because we want everyone that comes through this door to know that we're deadly serious about the name change of this organization. That yes, we love everything that the Department of Defense represented, but this is a new era of the Department of War that is focused on winning wars, not just perpetually defending, making sure we know exactly what the mission is and that the troops are sent there to succeed and win. So the Department of War has a new ethos. We're rebuilding it. We're reestablishing deterrence. It's based on America first and peace through strength and common sense. And now everyone that enters this building, whether it's generals or civilians or foreign leaders, is going to see, hey, this is not just on paper. This is not just the title. This is exactly who we are.
So we've changed the Department of Defense to the Department of War. And in a world where I think we should have less war and be thinking about war less, and it's crazy to me that Russia and Ukraine's still going on. Like when you think about how long ago that started and we were like, what? War? Why are we?
How long is that now?
Fuck?
Was that 2023?
Let me look
2022. 2022, maybe. I think I was still living on the island when that started.
No, you were not. Were you still up on the island?
I think I was.
Wait. No. Okay, the full-scale invasion was Feb 2022. So it's over 3.5 years. Shut up. See, this is crazy. All right, now, I don't care what side of politics you're on. I like to be someone who's pretty moderate, even though me saying I'm a moderate would mean I'm a crazy left-winger. Fuck.
You're just waving the flag. You stole the rainbow.
God.
You took it from us straights.
And the word gay used to mean happy.
Put it on a flag.
Oh, we ruined everything. And there was a guy on Big Brother the other day, and his name's Michael, and he was just saying woke. He's anti-woke, right? And he kept saying woke.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you think woke means? So here's what I've established. Woke means anything that you disagree with. That's pretty much it. That's what woke means now.
Yes.
It just means the opposite of what I believe in, which is just not what it means. Anyway, okay. So they've changed their name, and as you can see, it pains me. Sure, it's a little bit of the head cold, but mostly it's the pain from that we're going to change from going, well, if we get attacked, we're going to defend ourselves as a country. That is our right, and that's what we're going to do. If we want to protect other countries that we have agreements with, we're absolutely going to do that.
Yep.
But also, I don't think we should be saying, swinging our little peeny dicks around going, oh, we've got the Department of War now. Shut the fuck up. Now, before people come for me and they go, it was originally called the Department of War. Yes, it was actually called the Department of War. It was created in 1789. But again, anything created in 1789, I think we can question. it.
Yeah, they were doing some weird stuff in 1789. Like I don't think they were like they weren't really good people. Like people weren't as good back then, I don't think.
No. Well, I don't know. It's 2025 and I'm questioning people's motives now. So in 1949, they changed it from the Department of War to the Department of Defense. And now they're attempting a rebrand now. It didn't need a rebrand. And you don't need to spend millions. No. There was some ridiculous, and again, this was on MSNBC, but I don't know if this is real, but they said that it was like going to be up to $2 billion to like rebrand it. I don't think, that seems like a ridiculous number. But we don't need a rebrand right now.
That doesn't seem ridiculous to me. That doesn't seem ridiculous to me.
Does it not?
Because I think they pay for like external people to come in and like rebrand, and that costs millions. And then you got to go and like every single Department of Defense building needs to be updated, and the signs need to be updated.
And everyone needs new business
$2 billion
cards
by the time they're finished. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's got to get. There's new There's also all new emails.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Because it can't be the DOD anymore. It's got to be the DOW.
No.
And the thing is, I just don't think we need to like bring up war. Like in Australia, we have a thing called the Australian War Memorial, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's stunning, and it is a perfect place to remember what has been done in our country's past. And it looks straight down towards where the Prime Minister's office is. The Prime Minister's office looks out over towards the War Memorial to remind the Prime Minister that that's what happens when you go to war. And
Yes.
I'm not a big war guy, apart from like the Nazi stuff, which I watched too many documentaries about. But
You mean that in an educational way?
Educational way. I'm
And
not
you
saying
say, except for like I like the Nazi stuff. I think that's all. Like he means it in that he finds Nazi documentaries interesting.
Thank you for clarifying. Oh, God. Although that'd be really quite a headline if anybody from a news outlet saw a podcast proclaims he loves Nazis while being slightly blonde-haired, blue-eyed white man.
Very Aryan.
Very Aryan. No. I'm so terrified by them, and especially like the Hitler guy, that I found all of it fascinating in the worst way possible. But I just don't think we should be talking about war, and I don't know why you're talking about war. Now, that aside, rebrands suck. Rebrands don't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, remember Jaguar?
Yep.
Did you see what Jaguar tried to do? Do you remember that Jaguar
Yes.
stuff? And it was like,
Yes, that was last year, right?
yeah, it was like, what the fuck are you doing? What, like, I don't understand.
Did that turn out to be a joke, or did we
I
just
think
think
they-
it was a joke?
I think we thought it was a joke, but I think Jaguar were very serious about trying to evolve their brand.
Right.
And I understand that you want to
Right.
evolve your brand and you want to appeal to younger demos and all that stuff. Trust me, worked in radio. I've been through maybe 4 million brand changes in my life.
Yeah.
And not one of them has been successful.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of them.
What about it's like this wasn't so much brand, but when shapes changed the flavor
Oh, yeah.
and everyone was like, no, you fucked it. And they had to go back.
Yep.
And then they had to reprint all the boxes to say. Now, if you don't know what shapes are, if you're not in Australia, they're a bicky, which is a cracker anywhere
Baked,
else.
not fried.
And they're baked, not fried, and they're in shapes, different shapes and different flavors.
Yeah.
Chicken, cheese and bacon, whatever.
Chicken crispy. Yeah.
And they like changed the recipe, the formula, and there was so much backlash in Australia they had to go back and then they had to reprint all the boxes back to the original Shapes logo and had to write on them, this is the original flavour. That was a fail.
Oh,
massive
fail. Like the mass and look, actually there was one sneaky change, and this wasn't necessarily a brand change, but like a more of a different direction for Coke, and I'm assuming it was because they wanted to cut costs. But remember when they tried to secretly get rid of Diet Coke? When they were just like I only know because you screamed
Who
at
are
me
you
about it.
talking to right now? Do I remember? You would go to the shop and it was Coke Zero and Coke everywhere as far as the eye could see. And I'm there going, but where's the chemical taste I know and love of Diet Coke? I don't come here for Coke that tastes like Coke. Thank you very much. I come here for Coke that tastes like Diet Coke. It's a very specific chemical taste that gives me joy, nostalgia. Don't quietly remove it. But now they've gone the other way and they've realised, we really need to lean into Diet Coke.
Well, because I
Thank
think they realised
Christ.
that their demographic is you, like women your age who love the DC life And that has nothing
Love.
to do with the comics. Like, that is not the connection for DC for them. They love the Diet Coke.
I didn't even really understand that reference. But I believe that you're talking about movies.
Yeah, and comics
and I don't
mainly.
watch those.
So I just want to say to Hegseth, and I can have a crack at his name because my last name's Wilko. Okay, so I'm allowed to say anything about anyone else's bad last name.
You know what I mean?
Hey, Wilcock, he do cock. Mr. Hegseth, Department of War Master, just don't. Like, you've got other things to do. And if war is going to happen, and I'm not a religious person, but whatever gods we pray to, I'll pray to them with you, that we never go to a war. I want the wars that are currently happening to end, and I don't think anyone else should die for war. I think it's fucking stupid. What is equally as stupid is the brand change. Okay? So just stop it. Again, I'm not going to come up in his YouTube algorithm. But just in case we do,
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed he gets this and he sees this.
And hopefully he watches all the way through, because that's what we want you to do. And then he likes and he subscribes, and then he gets back to work and he goes, guys, I was watching this fucking redhead in this, I was going to say another curse word, this poof on the telly, on the tube, and they said we probably shouldn't. And they actually made some really good points.
They said, oh, no, not at the Pentagon.